I want to talk about one topic that's not usually talked about in B2B. So that's influencer marketing. So when you started Refine Labs, in one of the podcast interviews you did, you mentioned that early on in the Refine Labs day, you made a number of bets like podcasts, communities, events. And one of them is influencer marketing, very common in B2C, less on B2B. So can you share your thought process back then? What got you to pick that as one of the bets? What worked? What surprised?
So first off, this is more of just like semantics here, but I don't consider any of these things bets. These are it's obvious that they're going to work. Other people look at them and see bets because they don't understand the nuances and details. But I've been doing this stuff. I've been running influencer marketing since 2014 when we would have physicians that used our product speak at conferences about how they use our product for a specific use case. That's 100% influencer marketing. When I built relationships with those people and they had 50,000 physicians follow them on Facebook in 2017, and we started to build relationships with them, and then we fed them content and they shared it on Facebook to all those people that listened to them because they work at the best hospital in the US for that specialty. Like, influencer marketing is not new. I know that it's hot for a lot of people, but a lot of industries have been doing it for a long time. They would call it key opinion leader marketing. When you think about the things that we went all in on, it was LinkedIn, it was some type of long form content stream, which at the beginning was live events that turned into a podcast and virtual events post-COVID. But I don't think about influencer marketing or what key opinion leader marketing in a vacuum. It's integrated into the entire mix. So it's when we're doing events, we're thinking about influential people. When we're creating content, we're thinking about how we can weave that in. When I was engaging with content, I had very clear targets of the people that I was going to engage with because their posts got 1 million views. And when I had a comment on one of those posts that got 1 million views and my comment was the top one, I would pick up 1,000 followers. All of these nuances that people never spend enough time in the details doing the work to ever see, right? So most people listening to this would never think that you could pick up 1,000 followers by leaving a comment on a popular post. I've been doing that for a long time. I think some people think about influencer marketing like, hey, Trinity, I want to pay you $30 to post about how great our company is. I think that's a very superficial B2C transactional way to do it. And I think the way that it wins in B2B is more like when Nike sponsors Jordan. Jordan wasn't getting paid on how many people clicked his affiliate link.
Yeah.
And so those are the things that people, I think, should consider, because if they're like, okay, we want to do influencer marketing, they move down the camp where they're going to pay people $50 to post about shit, or they're going to get into a place where they're going to come to people and say, hey, we'll pay you by how many sales you generate, like we're selling coffee or something over here, that you're just going to piss people off.
Yeah, that's just more like affiliate marketing rather than actual
totally.
partnership. That totally makes sense. So I'm kind of curious, have you, you worked with a lot of marketers like CMOs. How receptive are they or the companies to this key opinion leader marketing? Is there a framework to approach in the right way?
I think that smart companies are moving on it. I think that laggards are not. I think that a lot of companies say no before they have the opportunity to say yes in a lot of things. Facebook ads, posting on LinkedIn, doing a podcast, running influencer marketing, starting a community, any of those things, executives are like, what? Facebook ads? Forget that. And don't even try it. Just write it off based on their opinion, which is really sad. And so there's always going to be companies that are going to say, influencer marketing, forget that stuff. Let's keep doing all the same dumb shit we're doing right now. But some people are really moving on it. To be direct, it's not something that we recommend often, because if you're going up the stairs, influencer marketing is like step 18. And most companies can't do step 1.